After attending the state funeral of former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, American Vice President Kamala Harris arrived in South Korea for a meeting with South Korean President Yoon Suk-Yeol on September 29th. Her visit was accompanied by 3 missile launches in 1 week by North Korea. To counteract the growing influence of the Chinese Communist Party, the CCP, in the Pacific, a summit of Pacific Island countries was held in Washington. Kamala Harris visits South Korea. North Korea fires 3 rounds of missiles in response. Harris reiterated the U.S. security commitment to South Korea. On the Taiwan Strait, she said,
"The United States believes that peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait is an essential feature of a free and open Indo-Pacific. And we will continue to support Taiwan's self-defense, consistent with our long-standing policy. Taiwan is a vibrant democracy that contributes to the global good from technology to health and beyond. And the United States will continue to deepen our unofficial ties."
The two sides condemned North Korea's provocative nuclear rhetoric and ballistic missile tests and reaffirmed their commitment to denuclearize the Korean peninsula.
Our shared goal, the United States and the Republic of Korea, is a complete denuclearization of the Korean peninsula. The United States and the world seek a stable and peaceful Korean peninsula where the DPRK is no longer a threat.
Harris also visited the demilitarized zone of Panmunjom between North and South Korea. She criticized North Korea.
In the North, we see a brutal dictatorship, rampant human rights violations, and an unlawful weapons program that threatens peace and stability.
Hours after Harris ended her visit to South Korea, North Korean authorities launched another ballistic missile demonstration at night local time. This is North Korea's 3rd missile launch this week. The U.S. and South Korean navies held large-scale joint exercises in the Sea of Japan, known as the East Sea by South Korea, from September 26 to 29th. The U.S. dispatched the nuclear-powered aircraft carrier USS Ronald Reagan Strike Group. This is the first time after 5 years that a U.S. aircraft carrier has participated in the U.S.-South Korea joint military exercise. The White House said in a press release that the U.S. and South Korea condemned the DPRK's provocative nuclear rhetoric and ballistic missile launches in violation of UN Security Council resolutions. Pacific Islands Country Summit in Washington, D.C. On September 28th, 12 Pacific Island nations participated in the 2-day Pacific Island Country Summit in Washington, D.C. 2 oceanic countries, Australia and New Zealand, participated as observers. In his opening remarks, Secretary of State Antony Blinken said the U.S. will work with Pacific Island nations to maintain a free and open Indo-Pacific region and pledged U.S. $48 billion in assistance.
And I'm truly delighted to be able to kick off the first ever U.S. Pacific Island Country Summit. This summit reflects our deep and enduring partnership with the Pacific Islands, one that's underpinned by shared history, values, and enduring people-to-people ties.
According to media reports, the summit will discuss issues ranging from maritime security and the resurgence of COVID-19 to climate change and freedom and security in the Indo-Pacific region. Voice of America reports that the historic summit is being hosted to demonstrate the enduring partnership between the U.S. and Pacific Island nations on key issues such as maritime security, climate change, and the promotion of a free and open Indo-Pacific region. One important goal is to counteract the growing influence of the CCP in the Pacific. U.S. officials told AFP that as part of Washington's new strategy, the U.S. will appoint its first ever envoy dedicated to Pacific Island nations and add 3 diplomatic missions to the region, bringing the total number of U.S. diplomatic missions in the Pacific from 6 to 9. U.S. officials have told the media that the U.S. diplomatic efforts in the Pacific Islands have bipartisan support. In April 2022, the CCP signed a secret security cooperation agreement with the Solomon Islands, raising great anxiety among the U.S. and its Western allies. Western officials fear that Beijing will use the Solomons as a base for military expansion in the Pacific or to exert pressure on Pacific Island nations that have diplomatic relations with Taiwan. Deutsche Welle quoted Reuters as saying that a document seen by Reuters showed that the Solomon Islands had informed other Pacific Island nations invited to the summit that they would not sign the summit's joint declaration. The move has heightened concerns about security cooperation between the Solomon Islands and the CCP.